H.E.R.O.E.S Care stands for the Home Front Enabling Relationships, Opportunities, Empowerment Through Support. Our mission is to take care of the troops before, during, and after the deployment. It's been found that, especially with our Guard and Reserve components, that they lack some of those support back in their hometowns. And what our mission is to network not only our support mechanisms, but the mechanisms of the other charities and other businesses in these communities to make sure that when the service member needs help or that spouse needs help, that we've got the right person, right place, right resource in those towns so they don't have to go driving around to the nearest military base.
When the men and women who are currently in the military are thinking about transitioning out, or even when they get activated for National Guard and Reserves, they leave family members behind who often have to pick up where they left off, maybe doing the budgeting, doing any number of things, and perhaps they don't have the education that a lot of people might have, either from personal experience or through formal education. So we're really happy that H.E.R.O.E.S Cares and Regions are working together because we see those two agencies as having the same values as we do.
We received requests for emergency financial assistance when somebody's utilities are being turned off. We can pay that bill, keep the power on, but there's something else that's going on. And Regions brings that structure, that capability, the knowledge to say, let's go over the budget, let's find out what's not working, and then we can help stop this from happening in the future.
That's a big thing that the soldiers don't have, is that advice, guidance, and education for finances. They get a 1-hour PowerPoint at their different drill weekends or different meetings, and that's about it. So I've been able to work with quite a few soldiers to get their budget made and stick to their budget. Whether they needed to all of a sudden buy tires for a car, we got that all taken care of. Another soldier that we've worked with went from having a terrible credit score, all kinds of title loans and different things like that, to now is a Regions account holder for not only personal, but also started his own business. And he's also just recently been pre-approved for a mortgage.
Well, one of the great things about Regions early on has recognized the needs of our service members and veterans. In fact, that's one of the reasons that my position was created. I served over 20 years in the military. I was injured back in 2002 where I lost my sight, and my position is unique within the financial industry. There's no other position like mine which focuses on, doing more in the community and how we can work with our service members and veterans to ensure that, their needs are being taken care of. Our service members and veterans really have unique financial needs when compared to the rest of society, just because we're talking about a very, very young, I hate the word to use kids, but we have very, very young men and women in the military. A lot of them with the military is the first job they've ever had in their life. And one of the things that, our schools don't necessarily teach them is, how to handle their money. And so now imagine those challenges along with multiple deployments overseas, changes in your duty stations, and all of that. And the one thing that they come to realize, and even I realized as a young soldier, is that, when you're deployed overseas, whether it's just to a new duty station or whether it's in combat, the bills don't stop.
So before I found H.E.R.O.E.S Cares, I didn't know any other services that were out there, and Regions Bank definitely made it seem like one program altogether with the partnership. So I didn't know anything different from Regions Bank or H.E.R.O.E.S Cares, and they were able to give me the financial education that I need, help me boost my credit score, and also they were able to give me the funding that I needed to help run my business the way I needed to.
With Regions stepping up, we already have huge successes, not only of bringing that person back from the brink, but in two situations, because of that partnership, we know of 2 lives that we have saved because they came to us and your resources were brought to bear.
It makes me feel amazing whenever a soldier leaves my office crying, saying thank you that I saved his life because I helped him get his finances in order. It definitely makes you put yourself in check and appreciate the small things.